Namo Namaha, Bhavtam Sarvesham, Hardam Swagatam, welcome back to my channel Sanskrit Sopanam. I hope you are doing great. I'm also good. And in this video also, we are continuing what we started in the last video, that is learning Sanskrit through Bhagavad Gita. And in this series, we are going to decode each and every shloka of Bhagavad Gita through the lens of Sanskrit grammar and vocabulary, with the idea that we are going to approach learning Sanskrit through an actual Sanskrit text, not any textbook. Let's quickly start with decoding second shloka of Bhagavad Gita in today's video. So again, as you can see on my screen, I have the second shloka ready with us. Let me quickly go through it once. Sanjay Uvach, Drishtva tu Pandavanikam, Vyudham Duryodhanastada, Acharyam Upsangamya, Raja Vachanam Abravit. And here in this slide, so this was the actual shloka, actual original shloka in Sanskrit. And as we said, discussed in the last video also, this here is the Sandhi Vichhed version of the shloka. Sandhi Vichhed, I hope you remember from the last video. Simply in Sanskrit, when two or more than two words, they combine together to form a single word, that is known as Sandhi. And when we take that combination word and we split open into the individual words, that is called as Sandhi Vichhed. So before approaching any Sanskrit text, and this is the first thing that we need to do, is we do Sandhi Vichhed and we get the individual words of that Sanskrit text. So this is our original shloka and this is the Sandhi Vichhed version of the shloka. So few words like here Duryodhanastada. So this single word opens up into Duryodhana and Tada. These are two separate words. The meaning of them we'll see as we approach the shloka. And again, as I said in the last video, the Sandhi, what are the different Sandhi rules that are applying here? I am not taking it in the video, but all of this is available in the PDF file. So as you can see in the PDF file, these are the individual words. This is the combined Sandhi word, and this is the Sandhi rule that is applying in the set of these words. So anyways, coming back to a shloka in hand. So these are the individual words present in shloka. Drishtva tu Pandavanikam, Vyudham Duryodhana Tada, Acharyam Upsangamya, Raja Vachanam Abravit. And so, just as we did in the last video, we are starting with a verb, a Kriyapad from the shloka. So this is the verb, and through this verb, we create context, and based on that context, we give answers from the shloka. And we do this again and again until we have worked our way back towards the entire shloka. We have decoded the entire shloka. So anyways, the anchor word here is Abravit. Okay. This Abravit is a verb, as I just said. The verb root is brew. Brew. And this means to speak. Okay, to speak. You also have another word that is very common in Sanskrit, vad. This is also a same word, to speak. So this Abravit, it is in past tense and single person. Okay, so he spoke. This is the sense here. Now, immediately question pops up, who, right? So who spoke? Kaha. Kaha is the pronoun for who. So who spoke? And the answer is Duryodhana Abravit. That Duryodhan, he spoke. Duryodhan again, you can see the base word is Duryodhan and it is in first case. Why first case? Because again, he's the speaker here. Duryodhana spoke. So the main character, the one who is doing the action. That's why in first word case, Prathama Vibhakti. So Duryodhana Abravit. Okay. Next question comes. Kidrishaha. Kidrisha, what like? And the answer we get is Raja Duryodhana Abravit. That Duryodhana, he spoke as a king. So king. Raja means king, simple. So he spoke as a king because he was leading the army of Kauravas, right? Now the immediate question is Kim, what? Like King Duryodhana spoke, but what did he spoke? That is the question. And the answer here is Raja Duryodhana Vachanam Abravit. This word Vachan, it is a neuter gender word and it is used here as second case. Why Dutiya Vibhakti? Because it is the object of the action. That Raja Duryodhana, he is the subject, so he was in first case, Prathama Vibhakti, and Vachan becomes Vachanam because it is the object of the action, that he spoke these words. Vachan simply means these words. Think of it as these words, and it is in singular form. Why singular form? Because it is like a collective noun. So not individual words, that's these words, like a speech. So it is not vachanani, it is just vachanam. These words, that is a speech, whatever he is going to say, Duryodhana. Okay. So up till now we have abravit, that is someone spoke. The question was kaha, who spoke? And the answer was Duryodhana abravit. Immediately we asked what like, that what was Duryodhana like? And the answer we get is Raja Duryodhana abravit, that Duryodhana he spoke like a king. Or you can also interpret it as this, that King Duryodhana speak. Anyhow you can interpret it. Then the immediate question is Kim, what did he spoke? And the answer came Raja Duryodhana Vachanam Abravit, that King Duryodhana spoke these words, some speech. Okay. Moving forward, Kim Kritva. Kim Kritva simply means having done what. So you know this word Kim already. Kim means what, right? This Kritva. Okay, so what we just saw is this word Kritva. And this word is made of Kri Dhatu. That means to do. I hope by now you remember this Dhatu. It is very commonly used. And a suffix Twa. Okay, this is a suffix. In Sanskrit, suffix are known as pratyay. Okay, and suffix play a very important role actually in Sanskrit. A lot of verb forms happen when a suffix attaches to the verb root, the dhatu, and they provide a special meaning to the verb. So let's consider this example. Boy goes to school and studies. So there are two verbs, two kriya that are happening. First, the boy goes to school. This is verb 1, the kriya 1. And then boy studies. This is verb 2 or kriya 2. So whenever we want to denote any verb that happened before something else, we use this twa suffix. So whenever we want to say something like boy having gone to school studies, or boy after going to school studies. So first he goes to school and then he studies. So whenever we want to show this sense that something happened before something else. So in that something, in that first thing, we use twa suffix, pratyay. So here, balaka vidyalayam gacchati pathati cha, this is the normal form. But if we will apply twa pratyay to this gacchati, gacchati is formed from this dhatu, gam, to do, to go. So when we'll apply twa suffix to this dhatu gam, it becomes gatva. And the statement becomes balakaha vidyalayam gatva pathati, that having gone to school, boy studies. So this is the use of this suffix twa. So coming back here, kim kritva, having done what? So we have covered that King Duryodhana spoke these words. And the question that I'm asking now is, having done what? That after doing what did he spoke this sentence? And in reply, the answer comes drishtva. Drishtva Raja Duryodhana Vachanam Abrivit. Drishtva, this is made from drish dhatu, that means to see or to look, drish dhatu. And again we are using twa pratyay, twa suffix, because we want to say after seeing or after looking at something, Duryodhana said these words, spoke these words. So drishtva is drish dhatu, to see, plus twa pratyay, and the resultant words become drishtva. So kim kritva, having done what Duryodhana spoke. So drishtva Raja Duryodhana Vachanam Abrit, having seen, Raja Duryodhana spoke these words. All of these dhatu, since this is the first time you may be encountering all of these dhatu, all of these word roots, that kr, that means to do, drish, that means to see, bru dhatu, that means to speak. Focus more on the concept that when in a dhatu this suffix applies, the sense becomes this. So focus more on that. All of these dhatu roots and everything, it will register in your mind the more we will use them. So kim kritva drishtva Raja Duryodhana Vachanam Abrit, that having seen, he spoke. Now immediately a question will pop up in mind. You can guess. Kim, that having seen, but having seen what? So that is the question. And in response, the answer comes Pandava Nikam Drishtva Raja Duryodhana Vachanam Abrivit. That having seen or after seeing Pandava Nikam, that means Pandava army of Pandavas. So this word here, Pandava Nikam, It is a combination word, or as we say in Sanskrit, samas. Okay, what is samas? We will cover later in later part of the videos. Maybe when we'll start chapter 2 or chapter 3. In this world, you have Pandava, as you can see, and then you have Anik. This word Anik. Again, all of this I've mentioned in the PDF anyways, that this combination word is made from Pandav and Anik. So don't worry about this. I want to explain this word to you, Anik. Anik means army. Anik means army. It is a masculine gender word and masculine gender. And here, Pandava Nikam. So it is being used in second case. Why? Because again, it is an object that after seeing, having seen the army of Pandavas, so since it becomes the object of a verb, that's why it is used in second case. And Anik becomes Anikam. So Pandava Nikam, army of Pandavas. So the question was, Drishtva Raja Duryodhan Vachana Abrivit, that having seen something, Raja Duryodhan spoke these words. The question was, having seen what? And in response, the answer is, having seen the army of Pandavas. Okay. So far, so good. Now, immediately you can guess that whenever we encounter any noun, so to reach the adjective of that noun, we ask something. And what is that we ask? We ask Kidrisham. So this is our trick of getting to the adjective of its noun. So Kidrisham, what like? So having seen the army of Pandava, and now immediately I'm asking that what was the army like? How was it like? That's why Kidrisham. And in response, the answer comes Vyudham. Now this word Vyudha, this means formation. Okay, formation, or something that is arranged in a formation. Having seen the army of Pandavas that was arranged in a formation. So Kidrisham, Vyudham. Vyudham simply means formation and it is an adjective. Pandava Nikam was in second case, so Vyudham also becomes in second case. Same thing, adjective and pronouns, they copy their noun. So far so good. Now, come or to whom. So if you remember, whenever we ask who, we use kaha. And now we want to ask to whom, because the second case. So this becomes come for masculine gender. So far the context is King Duryodhana, having seen the army of Pandavas that was arranged in a formation, spoke these words. And now the prompt is that he spoke these words to whom? And in response, the answer is Acharyam. A lot of you might already know Acharya means teacher and guru. And he spoke these words to Acharya. That's why Acharyam, it is in second case. That's why Acharyam. So, Vyudham Pandavanikam Drishtva Raja Duryodhana Acharyam Vachana Babrit. That King Duryodhana spoke these words to his teacher, and that is Guru Dronacharya. Okay. We'll move forward. So see again the same question, Kim Kritva. That King Duryodhana, he spoke these words to his teacher, but now I'm asking after doing what? And the response is Acharyam Upsangamya. Upsangamya. This is the word that we saw. Let's open this word. This is up plus sam plus gam dhatu. Gam dhatu, I hope you remember now, to go, plus we have another suffix lip. This is another suffix lip. So what was the first suffix that we saw? We saw twa. So whenever there are two actions and the action that precedes the second action, we use this twa suffix on that to give the sense of after doing this, having done this. So twa suffix, and this is our second suffix lip. So twa suffix and lip suffix, they both are exactly same, but the only difference in their use is we use twa suffix with the verb which does not have any prefix. So which does not have any prefix. And we use lip suffix with the verb root. This is the verb root. We use lip prefix with a verb that have prefix attached to it. Prefix, or as we say in Sanskrit, upsarga. Okay, so whenever you have upsarg or prefix attached to a verb, then we use lip suffix instead of twa suffix. That is the only rule. So suppose you only had this gam dhatu without any prefix, then you would have used this twa suffix and the word would have become gatwa. But since we have prefix here, that's why gam dhatu is using lep pratyay and it is becoming gamya. Gamya. And then you add the prefix also, so the entire word becomes upsangamya. And the meaning, simply its meaning is after going near to or having gone near to. Acharyam upsangamya. That after going near to his teacher. That he might be standing away from his teacher, he saw the army and then he went near his teacher and then he spoke these words. So this is what Kim Kritva Acharyam upsangamya. Having gone near to, after going near to his teacher. Now let's move forward. And the final question is kada. Kada means when. Kada, this is a avyay, indeclinable, and this means when. And the answer is tada, then. This shloka anyways is the response Sanjay is giving to Dhritarashtra, right? So when Dhritarashtra asked him that Sanjay, what did all the warriors did? What did all the warriors do after they have gathered in the battlefield? So think of it like Sanjay is giving the response as that, okay, after they gathered in the battlefield, then King Duryodhana, Raja Duryodhana, having seen the army of Pandavas arranged in the formation, he go near to his teacher and he spoke these words. He spoke this speech, whatever speech will follow in the upcoming shlokas. So this is the entire breakdown. And so now we come to our last section, Anvay. Anvay, I hope you remember, Anvay simply means rearrangement. That rearranging the words of the shloka in the order that the entire meaning comes out as way it is intended, right? So Anvay, this is the format. Tada tu vyudham pandavanikam drishtva Raja Duryodhana Acharyam upsangamya vachnam abravit. And what is the meaning? So let's see the translation here. To tada tu, so then, Vyudham Pandava Nikam Drishtva, having seen the Pandava army that was arranged in formation, Raja Duryodhana, King Duryodhan, Acharyam Upsangamya, after going near his teacher, Vachanam Abravit, spoke these words. So this is the entire translation of the shloka. And with this, we wrap up our today's session. And today was a bit interesting. Why? Because we saw for the first time, for maybe a lot of you, suffix, pratyay, and how they operate in Sanskrit. Actually, we saw both prefix and suffix. And we saw two suffixes, twa suffix and lep suffix. And lucky for you, even though there are two suffix, but they both do exactly the same thing. And we saw the difference also, that why one is used and why other is used. All of that we covered in the video. It is all given in the PDF sheet that you can download from the description box. I will leave the link there. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. I hope it was worth your time. In the next video, we will take the third shloka of Bhagavad Gita. So stay awesome, stay happy. We'll meet again soon. Vayam punah milamaha. Dhanyavad.